Hello everyone! On today's episode of the Volkswagen Shed, we'll be talking about my 1964 Volkswagen Beetle and its future plans. First up, I'm going to tell you what this car is and how I got it. This car is a 1964 Volkswagen Beetle Standard. It's built in the Australian Volkswagen factory. I got this car for free as it was previously a paddock basher about 2.5 years ago. Since then, we have taken the body off, restored the floor pan completely, fixed some bent bits, replaced floor pans, but now we have not long, probably in a month, work of restoration to this car. There's a lot of work needed to be done and some that has been done. Starting front to back, the first thing that needs to be done is the front. Cut the previous front off, but we don't have a front to replace and put on. We've welded up holes in this, boot area. We have fixed all the rust along the windscreen. Moving to the inside here, we can see that we've fixed the dash. There used to be a hole cut about here and one here. Now we've fixed those. The previous owner had swapped the ignition out with something that wasn't factory Volkswagen, so we've put this hole for a factory Volkswagen ignition to go in. As you can see in the back here, we have welded in this piece as there was a previous hole cut there for people to access the starter motor. We've also got a hole here which we'll need to fix in the future, which is supposed to look like that. We have also welded up these seams which were coming apart before. Another thing that we did was fill a hole in the roof here. There was a hole with 3 little holes, maybe an antenna or something was there, but now we have filled that as there was previously filler in there which wasn't going to do the job. One of the more major jobs that a lot of people restoring Volkswagens would have to do, the heater channels here. We'll have to replace both heater channels as they're significantly rusty and some are dented. We have done work here in the rear, inner fender well. We put a patch in here and a patch in here where there was rust. Previously I had found a lot of filler in there, but now that problem is solved. Finally, moving to the back, this is where the majority of work has been done. When I got this car, this back was all completely cut off. So we have found this piece here which we cut off the donor car and a new old stock panel for the other side. We have attached this rear valance, which is not weldable in place yet. A problem we had was that this back was shoved over one way, where this here was pretty good, but the other side was overhanging. So therefore we got this chain here and pulled it along one side. Looking into the back here where the engine should go, we can see that we've welded on these tabs here where the wiring goes, welded the seam there, put these little shelf bits on. This is where the rubber goes in this little track bit. There again, put them on. And let's get a good look here. Currently we're trying to line up these two here, which the alignment doesn't look too bad, but the problem is these are at different heights where the rubber would be going like, it wouldn't be going straight. Here is an engine for my car. This is the original engine, or what I believe is the original engine for my 64 Beetle. This is a 40 horse 1200. I believe 64 is the last year Volkswagen made the 1200 engine. There might have been another one, but this is a 64 1200. 40 horse. Now let's talk about the future plans for this car. I'm going to do an original restoration across vintage speed with this car. I'm going to paint it ruby red and do a 12-volt conversion to it. I've got these Porsche headlight covers. If I find a Judson supercharger, I will put that in it. But I'm not going to lower it. It's not going to be any patina thing. Ruby red's a factory colour for 1964. I'm going to leave most things standard. Like standard is in what the standard model should have. There's a few differences I might change to deluxe, such as bonnet trim and like an interior light, because it might be helpful. But other than that, there's not going to be too much things from stock. But for where this is at the moment, there's a lot of work that needs to be done, and a bit of work that has been done. One other thing here, guys, if anyone knows the measurement, the correct measurement for what the gap between the deck lid and the body here is, please let me know, because this gap here seems way too big. And another problem I'm having is the spring. I've got two types of springs. I know what's correct for 64, but neither are working on this. So please let me know if you know any issues. Oh, and if anyone knows what the correct gap of this is. Because I've got a bunch of donor cars. None of them have a back. I go to a few car shows and they've all got the deck lids up. Anyway, thank you all for watching this video of the tour of my 64 Volkswagen Beetle and the future plans. Just having a bit of a talk about what I'm going to do and what has been done. One thing I would ask you, if anyone has a front clip for a Beetle suitable for 1964, please let me know, comment down below. I am looking for one. But thank you for watching my video. There may be more on this soon, leave a comment, thank you.